Blumhouse's Truth or Dare is the scariest horror film I've seen in years. Oops, I didn't tell the truth! For all things Halloween, this is Hauntformer, and welcome back to another horror movie review here on Hauntformer. And today I have the esteemed privilege of reviewing Blumhouse's newest, I think it was a horror film. I'm not entirely sure. Blumhouse's newest film, we'll say, Truth or Dare. I was about to say Trick or Treat. No, Truth or Dare. This is a movie about a group of people a group of teens that play Truth or Dare, who, I'm getting there, have to play a killer version of Truth or Dare made by another college-age kid and a demon. Yes. From the same makers that brought you Tic-Tac-Toe and Rock, Paper, Scissors comes the horrifying film Blumhouse's Truth or Dare. Obviously, I'm joking around in this review because this movie well, first of all, I'm not sure if I want to call it a horror movie per se, because it's not very scary. In fact, it's not really scary at all. There's a few scenes that have some shock factor, including a scene involving a hammer, which I won't get into, and a scene involving a knife in someone's mouth, which I also won't get into, because I don't want to give a bunch of spoilers, but honestly, you're not really going to see much at all. This is one of those teen horror films made by Blumhouse. The last one they did was Happy Death Day, a movie that, if you watch my review, I wasn't a huge fan of, but at least I'll give it credit. It was unique and interesting, and it had some clever twists in it. This movie, however, kind of sucked all of that out. It was a very bland movie. Again, I'm not even going to say horror movie because it wasn't exactly that scary. It had a few scary scenes. Honestly, some pretty deep stuff, but it was such a surface level movie that I couldn't really get into the deep things that it was trying to address. Although it did have something there. I feel like the concept and some of the scenes worked. I feel like there could have been a really great potential for this film, but it just missed the mark. I thought it was going to be a really goofy horror film about Truth or Dare, but it wasn't. It took itself too seriously. It had too many serious elements to be too funny, but it also had too many comedic elements to be taken seriously. So it was in this really gray area. It also wasn't very scary. It couldn't really show that much because it's PG-13, which I'm not faulting it for, but it could have made the scenes a little more intense for even a younger audience, but it just didn't. Again, the movie is basically about a group of teens to young adults. I'm not exactly sure how old they're supposed to be. The actors are rather old, who get involved in this game of Truth or Dare, and if they tell a lie or if they don't do the dare, they die and have this really weird smiley face. I'm sorry, was that supposed to be scary? It was really kind of funny when they did the whole thing. I'm sorry. I guess it was trying to be like The Purge or something, where they were all like creepy smile. This didn't come across that way. They even said in the movie it looked like a Snapchat filter, and it really does. It really, come on, seriously. And the whole ending, there's an ending to this movie that really doesn't make sense with the character. There really isn't any character development. I was really hoping for something more for this movie. But I'm sorry. Blumhouse, if you're watching this, which you aren't, but let's say you are, for all intents and purposes, Jason Blum, I think you guys make some really terrific movies. This, however, was not one of those films. Overall, I am going to give Blumhouse's Truth or Dare a 2 out of 5 skulls on the R.I.P. Reviews rating scale. So, if you're watching this, Truth or Dare, you better pick Dare, because I dare you to watch this movie. seriously, I really do dare you. I don't think you should go see it. But if you do go see it, you have accomplished the dare. And to tell you the truth, I'm waiting for Halloween 2018, Blumhouse. I'm waiting. We'll be patient. Thank you guys for watching this review. If you got a chuckle or if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you disagree, and I can take that, give it a thumbs down and leave your comment below about how you felt about Truth or Dare. Thank you so much for watching this review, and remember, as always, for all things Halloween, this is Hauntformer. Truth or Dare?